I guess like I've heard like a lot of things, and I don't know if they're true. Um, like some of them being like that, um, like in the Quran it says that like if you die while like trying to fight for Islam, so for example like a suicide bombing, then you get to go to heaven. Is that like a sect of Islam that believes that? Is that misinterpretation? What do you? Is that just total bullshit?
So suicide bombing, right? Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How you doing, brother? So suicide bombing, right? Just going out and like into a random mall or a random public place and just blowing yourself up and blowing up people who are innocent, right? Islam completely condemns that, right? We don't go outside killing innocent people. The Quran and the Sunnah prohibit us from killing ourselves, right? So most scholars they don't allow suicide bombing, right? Now again, I told you the doing it in a public place attacking innocents is completely not allowed, right? But now some scholars they did allow, like, what if it's a last case scenario and it's against like military opponents, right? So it's an actual battle, right? It's not against innocent people, but it's like, let's say you've fallen down, right? You got shot, your comrades are in the other room, they're trying to escape, the enemy is coming. Some scholars, some Islamic scholars, they allowed, like, let's say you have a grenade, you can detonate it, take your own life, but you take out the lives of your opponents to save your fellow Muslims, whatever. Some scholars allow that, but even that, most scholars still don't allow that because most of that damage is being afflicted on you first,
Yeah.
right?
No,
So
that's fair. I think that's different than what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So I guess like groups like ISIS, like Al Qaeda, are they just extremists and they don't?
Yeah.
They're just like
Any
any religion has extremists. Are they just the example of that?
Yeah. And those groups, they attack civilians who are not a part of the actual combat. They're not on the actual battlefield, right?
Yeah.
That is completely prohibited in Islam. The Prophet, he even prohibited killing women, children, those who are not fighting you, right?
Yeah.
And for these people to go into a random mall or like a random park like this, right? And just start taking the lives of people because they're non-Muslim, this is not allowed in Islam. Allah says in the Quran, whoever takes the life of one innocent person, it's like he killed all of humanity, right? That's how much we value the life of every human being, even if they're non-Muslims.
I guess they use the Quran to justify what they're doing.
Yeah, we could use anything to justify any belief.
So
Any
you want-
religion could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like you asked about, they use the Quran, right,
Yeah.
to justify their violence, right? Anyone can interpret the Quran in any way he likes. We interpret the Quran the way Prophet Muhammad interpreted it. We interpret the Quran the way the earliest Muslims interpreted it, right? Because Prophet Muhammad, if the Quran was sent down to him, he would best know how to practice it. That's what we follow. We don't follow interpretations of any random person on the street.
So those are just groups that have their own interpretation and totally
Yeah,
separate.
extremist groups, right?
They
Even
exist in every religion.
Yeah.
In every group.
even if their motives are good, you can't use these bad methods of achieving those goals, right?
Hey,
The
thank you,
ends
bro.
don't justify the means.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
Hey, shout out to this guy.
Thank you, man. Take care. Have a good day.